Come on, Mr. Gray. Kitty, 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 kitty. Papa gonna take care of you. Come on, little buddy. Man, you in bad shape. What happened last night? Gosh. Let Papa see. Come on, guys. Let Papa see. Oh, Mr. Gray. That's bad. Come on, little buddy. Let Papa get you. And get you in the carrier. We'll get you to the bed, okay? Come on. Right now. Hold on. Let me put this down, okay? Yeah. Everybody's concerned. We'll get you there, okay? Yeah, you got to go, okay? You got to go, buddy. Papa's got this. Okay, hold on. Come on. Mr. Gray. Don't make it hard. Get in there. Come on. Mr. Gray. Come here. Come here, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. There we go. There you go, Mr. Gray. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna go get Alice cooled down and we'll get you up there. It's not a long ride. Hang in there. Well, hello there, friends and family. Appreciate you all stopping by early this morning, but as you can see, we've got an emergency. We've got to make a run. Somehow Mr. Gray got really injured. Somehow on July the 4th evening, this being July the 5th, 2023. So I've got to get him up to the animal hospital. They've already been contacted and get him checked out. I've got the car cooling down now. So that's where we're heading. Me and old Mr. Gray. Yeah, people are cruel. I sort of have my thoughts, considering it was July 4th. There was a lot of merriment, you might say, along with fireworks and all kinds of stuff. And that wound doesn't look natural. Anyway, I got Alice cooled down here, and Mr. Gray's gonna go for his first ride. He's being cool with it. He knows. You gonna be okay in there, Mr. Gray? Hang in there, buddy. Remember the song. Okay? He's doing okay. They've already been alerted, and they're waiting on Mr. Tom and old Mr. Gray. So let's get headed that way, okay? Well, y'all, as you saw, yeah, I got Mr. Gray his appointment. We really don't have an appointment. He's working today. You saw that gash in his front right leg. That was serious, bad. You know, I can doctor up some small minor things, and I medicate and give, you know, shots, and I worked with animals all my life, from kitties, well, basically from bunnies to chickens to what have you, all the way up to horses too. Yeah, cattle, goats, sheeps, bunnies, chickens, kitties, dogs, yeah, I've had them all. But yeah, I've worked on a lot of animals, and I can sew and stitch up minor cuts and that, but something that's like that, just gashed open all the way to the bone, and You got to ask yourself just how something like that happens. You know, he didn't have a wound anywhere else. He looked like he'd been just, you know, drugged behind a car. All covered up and nasty and flies on him. And of course, as soon as he heard me put the food out this morning and refresh his water, he come trotting up. But I noticed he was limping. I noticed he cleaned up yesterday. He was looking pretty good. He needed a brushing. And he's been losing some weight, but I thought that was probably worms, and I was starting to deworm him. And he's always had that virus, you know, with his discharge. And I treat that. I use Veterinarian for his eyes, and then I use antibiotics to keep, you know, the side symptoms down. It's just something you do. But they're going to give him a triple test today, test him for, of course, feline leukemia and a couple other things. And they're going to give him his yearly. I wanted them to give him a bath if at all they could, but they said, you know, with that wound, probably wouldn't be able to. But I'm going to ask them again if they can't put a bag around it and bathe him and give him his flea treatment, because it's just, I mean, he didn't bite me. He didn't scratch me, but, and he's weak, and he's old. He put up, you know, he spread his claws, and grabbed a hold of the car carrier and best he could, and you know, I just kept gently talking to him, patting him, and finally I eased him on into it. You know, I hate being rough with the old guy, you know, and I did my very best not to be any more restraining or rough than I had to be to get him in there. But there was no way. I mean, I could have cleaned that gash, but I already know that's going to take stitches. Yeah. Pile of them. He'll be on antibiotics. Not that he isn't on antibiotics most of his life. But hey, he's my pal. He's my buddy. He's one of my children here on my home place, my little piece of paradise in the deep south of Alabama. He's part of what makes it special, just like Cleo does. Yeah. She's got a temper, and she doesn't like anybody near Papa. Been that way since birth. Then we got Speedy, which at the drop of a coin or an acorn, here he comes again. He's running a donut. He don't got any back bumper, but he's proud of his exhaust. Yeah, it's wonderful to be young again, or young. Oh, as we listen to him speed on down, where's a police officer when you need him, right? Just to tone him down a little. But you know, back to Mr. Gray. I mean, he's, you know, they all make it special in one way or another. Cleo, you know, she's the queen, no doubt about that, as you all know. Speedy, like I say, she runs and hides at the drop of a hat or an acorn or the crunch of a twig. That's why she's called Speedy. And then we got Spooky. He's named Spooky for the same reason. Every little thing, crunch of a leaf, a twig, acorn fall out of a tree, he jumps. Yep. And then we got old Mr. Gray. He just sort of lopes around. We've had several over the years. You know, there was my beloved Trixie, who'd been with me. She almost made it. 19 years. There was Magoo, my buddy out here outdoors. He followed me around. He'd follow me anywhere. Of course they all do, but Magoo was special. Black tuxedo. He was a real character. I mean, there was Elrod, which now lives a couple of houses down, with an elderly couple. Yeah. Then there was Merlin. I think Merlin passed 2018 or 2019. You know, he loved birds, and one day they loved him back. Choked on one and died. Yeah, I guess they finally got their revenge. But that's all part of having kitties or furry friends, whether they're kitties, whether they're doggies, bunnies, or what have you. They all enter our life, and they're all different. They all have their own personalities, their own character, their likes and dislikes. And it's embracing what they are, their being, albeit as long as they're not harmful and violent and such, that makes life special. Makes it worth getting up in the morning, coming out and seeing what's up. Most mornings, unlike this morning, it's calm, it's peaceful. We just walk around, checking the gardens, the flowers, the bees and the birds. Yeah, that's what I was going to do again today. But, just like always checking the plants, I check my animals too. And that's when I saw Mr. Gray needed my help. He needed it now. So he's up there. And I'll keep y'all updated as to his condition, because I know many of y'all, you have your favorites too. I know so many of you loved little old Magoo, as I did too. And of course Trixie. But Spooky's got his fans. You know, I mean, he's always texting and emailing. I mean, he is a financial analyst, an accountant, and, you know, a member of the National Kitty Crew Council of Security and what have you. So like I say, all of you got your favorites. Maybe they're all the kitty crew or just one or two. But I do appreciate y'all being here with me, helping me out this morning, and helping me get old Mr. Gray to the hospital today. I already feel much better too. You know, they're all feral cats. They were all throwaways and drop-offs, and I know they'll come, and sooner or later they will go for various reasons. Yep. I mean, like my beloved Lily Bit. You know, she had the virus, and she only had one good eye. I'm going to tell you what. I miss Lily Bit as much as I miss Trixie, because that little kitty, that little fur ball, she just loved me to death. And if she was so happy just to be on my shoulder, in my lap, beside me, in my chair, under my, she was everywhere. In the house, of course. And of course, y'all saw. She'd race to every window just to keep an eye on me and you. But hey, sorry today has to start in a panic. And a little bit dreary too, but I have hope and I have faith that old Mr. Gray will come through. But hey, until the kitty crew, you know them all. Cleo, Spooky, Speedy, and old Mr. Gray. Rarely Heathcliff, and of course there's little Gracie too, holding down the home front inside. See ya on that next edition of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood. Y'all take care. Stay safe out there. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. Make sure you're taking your minerals and electrolytes and vitamins too, regardless of what diet you may be on too. And as always, may God bless you all as you have blessed those in your lives. Goodbye for now. He ain't been gone but an hour, and I already miss him. And I get ready to go walking around. It's always the same. I don't know who hurt my Mr. Gray, but they better not let me find out. Yep. So I keep that one can of whoop ass right there in the right hip. It won't go good for him. Not at all. Well, I've got one down, but I still got to make my walk around. Oh, later all.